From 161 to 180, Marcus Aurelius Antoninus, a Stoic philosopher, ruled as emperor of Rome. He was the final emperor of the Pax Romana, the period of comparatively calm stability for the Roman Empire that spanned from 27 BC to 180 AD. He was also the last of the 5 good emperors. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. If it is not right, do not do it. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself, to make it just and holy. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. If any man despises me, that is his problem. My only concern is not doing or saying anything deserving of contempt. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. Misfortune nobly borne is good fortune. What we cannot bear removes us from life, what remains can be borne. Unhappy am I because this has happened to me, not so, but happy am I, though this has happened to me, because I continue free from pain, neither crushed by the present nor fearing the future. The blazing fire makes flames and brightness out of everything thrown into it. All things fade and quickly turn to myth. Anger cannot be dishonest. Death is a release from the impressions of the senses, and from desires that make us their puppets, and from the vagaries of the mind, and from the hard service of the flesh. Adapt yourself to the life you have been given, and truly love the people with whom destiny has surrounded you. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. No man is happy who does not think himself so. Dig within. Within is the wellspring of good, and it is always ready to bubble up, if you just dig. Every living organism is fulfilled when it follows the right path for its own nature. Life is opinion. Take full account of what excellencies you possess, and in gratitude remember how you would hanker after them, if you had them not. Death smiles at us all we can do is smile back. Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible for anyone to accomplish. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, insofar as it stands ready against the accidental and the unforeseen, and is not apt to fall. When people injure you, ask yourself what good or harm they thought would come of it. If you understand that, you'll feel sympathy rather than outrage or anger. Your sense of good and evil may be the same as theirs, or near it, in which case you have to excuse them. Or your sense of good and evil may differ from theirs, in which case they're misguided and deserve your compassion. Is that so hard? All men are made one for another, either then teach them better or bear with them. How ridiculous and unrealistic is the man who is astonished at anything that happens in life. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and touch the like icon. Show your expressions in comments and watch my other videos. Have a blast.